Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview on a Wednesday, hump day, February 10th, 2016. Traders is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, great to be with you. What a great day we have coming ahead. We got some data coming out today. Should have some moving markets. We have some great charts today. I think we got some nice setups. Hopefully they work. Yesterday we had some great trades. However, depending on where you put your intelligence stop, you might have got popped out and would have had to re-enter the trade. But that's okay. That's normal. That's the way it works. But yeah, we have some great charts and we got some news and commentary for you. However, before we get started, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator for the market opening preview series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I do record this during the Asia session. So if you're opening this in London, go back about 11 candlesticks and you'll see where I started this presentation. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006, 2008. I retired from a wonderful career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. Traders, 9 days later, came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday. Well, I'm in my 8th year here in Asia, and I absolutely love it. The food, well, what can I say? Everything is just really nice. The weather, and really enjoy trading a long day. Start 6 in the morning, finish 11 at night. No, I don't sit in front of my computers all that time. That's why we have modern technology called an iPhone and an iPad. And yeah, I can trade on the go, but I like to enter my trades on my master computer. So that's very important. Traders, I do use fundamentals. I don't trade numbers as they come out. I usually wait about 40 minutes, see if everything lines up, and then I will enter the news trade. However, I am a technician. I love reading charts, price action, price structure, candlestick patterns. I do use two indicators. With Forex, I use harmonics, and I trade options in the New York session, and I use Ichimoku clouds for that. So that's just a little bit about myself. Let's get the legal stuff out of the way, keep the lawyers happy. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most importantly, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's move over to the news and commentary. Let's take a look what we got here, folks. Let's take a look at the indices, see how the market's closed. If I can get them here. Hold on. There we go. Okay, now another red day in the market. The Dow 30, negative barely 0.08%. The S&P 500, negative 0.07%. And the NASDAQ, negative 0.35%. Small cap 2000, negative 0.81%. Let's head on over to the Eurozone where the DAX closed negative 1.11%. The FTSE closed negative 1%. The CAC 40 out of Paris closed negative 1.69%. The Eurostoxx 50 closed negative 1.50%. A lot of red in the markets. Traders, let's come on over to Asia. Now, these countries are currently trading. The Nikkei 225 is currently negative 0.56%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is negative 2.28%. China is closed for their new year, and the Shanghai is flat, 0%. And the Hang Seng and the Kospi is closed today. All right, let's take a look at our economic calendar and see what we've got cooking. Not a lot going on in the Asia session today. Aussie already had Westpac, but that's over with and done. And that's about it as far as Asia goes. Not a lot going on today, folks. In the European session, we have manufacturing production from the Great British Pound. That's a high-impact news event. And wow. In the U.S., we have Fed Chairwoman Yellen testifying today. And that is going to be at 10 a.m. on Wall Street, and that is 2200 hours in Bangkok, Thailand. And also we have U.S. crude inventories as we do every Wednesday, and that will be a high-impact news event as oil is the talk of the town. All right, so that wraps up what's going on with the indices and our economic calendar. I think we had some good trades yesterday. I think stops was a big issue yesterday. A lot of our pairs yesterday moved in directions that we wanted to, but unfortunately, as you'll see in the charts, a lot of them just moved in the opposite direction quite a bit. So you had to have pretty wide stops. If you got stopped out, you could have, or you should have re-entered the trade and continued on. I think we got a good trading day today. It's midweek, and I think we should have some nice price action. So let's go take a look at the charts. Here's the euro dollar. Yeah, we had an up day yesterday. I don't know why this pair is bullish, folks. It just doesn't make sense to me. So we're going to keep that, and we want to see this pullback below the daily pivot point at our support zone at 1.23. I'm sorry, 1237, and we'll get out at 1330 for our trade today. You could take the bounce off the daily pivot point if we get one. I don't think we're going to get much because there's nothing left of the chart, and I think it's going to go through it. You might get a candle or two bounce, and then it's going to continue down. Where our entry that we want, there's quite a bit of price action left of the chart. So, yeah, I guess we're going to stay with this bullishness. As long as the dollar stays in the 96 area, there's not a lot you're going to be able to do here. So, and when we get indices and we see everything's in the red, that's not a good sign for us, right? So we'll keep an eye on it, see how it goes. Let's take a look at the pound dollar. The pound dollar, not a lot of price action, and it's just below the 200 and squeeze in between the daily pivot point. It's got to clear all that, retest the daily pivot point. We'll get in at 1.4441, and we'll get out at our support zone at 1.4381. Pretty easy trade plan. Listen, the pound dollar is bearish. We just want to sell this, and that's what we're looking for. So really easy trade plan. This is just sit and wait, right? Patience looks like is going to be the issue today. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar is pretty flat yesterday, not a lot of price action. However, we need to break through this daily pivot point, or the other option is go back up to the 200 and we'll resell it at the 200 exponential moving average. So if it gets below the daily pivot, gives us a retest, we can get in it at 70.33, and we'll take profit at support at 69.74. So not a bad trade if we can get price action to work. I would be clear of this during oil inventories. Okay. Also, your CAD pairs. Be real careful when oil inventories comes out in the U.S. session at 10 a.m. All right, let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. Yeah, up move here. This is an up step here, and I'm not in favor of this being bullish. I don't see this being bullish for long. So we put a trend line here, and we're in a trend line break. I'd like to get it in at 59.75. Let it break below this daily pivot. Let's get in this thing. We'll sell this down at the 200 exponential moving average at 57.38. I think we got a nice 50 pip trade here if this decides to work with us. Oh, I'm sorry, over 100 pip trade here. So let's see if this decides to work with us, but we need price action here. This sideways price action is not going to work, folks. This sideways price action started yesterday in the New York session, so this is not like an Asian move here. This is a New York move, and this just banged on down here. What a shame. If you trade in a daily chart, this would have been hard to get into because you would have never expected this. You had to have a lot of confidence in this red candle to get in, or you could have got in on the second one, which was easy, and then just took this down. But then you ended up in a sideways price action. So pretty hard trade yesterday to get into this Euro Aussie. I think today's going to be a little bit easier. We'll have to wait and see. All right, let's take a look at the Euro Yen. I'm bearish in the Euro Yen. I'm still going to stay bearish in the Euro Yen. Yes, this is the same chart as yesterday, and I have the same goals. I want to get in it at 129.58. However, it's already broken since I've taken the screenshot. But it's already broken to the downside, and it's below this daily pivot point. So we just want to pull back, and then we're going to sell this down to the 128.82 area. So not a lot of change here on the Euro Yen. Did have quite a bit of a move to the upside. And this is what I was talking about yesterday. Now, you wouldn't have lost anything yesterday if you were in this. This came down, right? So if you caught this down move, that's fine, and you made some nice profit. And then it came all the way back up, and then you could have gotten in it. But today, we're still bearish. We just want to retest this daily pivot, and let's get in it at 129.50, somewhere in there, and let's take this down. New Zealand dollar, here's another one that just went up yesterday, and with our trade plan, if you played this right, you would have gotten in on this red candle, the second red candle, or this lower high and just took this down. But then again, you went sideways because you ended up into the Asia session. So that was late in New York. Today we just want to get clear of this mess, and we want to get in at 66.08. We'll get in at 65.65 and take this down. Let it get below this daily pivot point and retest it, and then that's resistance, and we'll take it down. Right? We sell at resistance, we buy at support. And right now, there's a good chance this is going to bounce here, folks. This is pretty good support here. Daily pivot point at 200 exponential moving average. 1, 2, 3 times it's tried to get through it. Hasn't been able to, and it's been rejected. The worst that can happen is this is going to go up to R1, and then we can take this back down, which is okay. If this comes all the way up to R1, there is no problem with taking this back down to our take profit area. In fact, that's not a bad trade, to be honest with you. We might welcome a bounce here and take it up to R1. We'll have to see how it goes at London Open, but there's nothing going on in Asia at the moment, so it's going to be pretty quiet. All right, that wraps up our 6 currency pairs. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence Trading, I want to thank you for joining me on a Wednesday, February 10th, 2016, as we get ready to start our trading day and hopefully make some profits. Traders, always remember to trade smart and not hard. And traders, let price come to you. Don't force anything. Let price come to you. Traders, have a great trading day, and we'll catch you in about 24 hours. See you then. Take care now. Bye-bye.